Okay, so just a quick disclaimer for you guys. These are just my opinions. I just like talking about music and video games and different bands and stuff. So no reason to get upset if you disagree with me or if you do agree with me. Either way, feel free to put your views in the comments down below. But yeah, let's get on with the video and have a good time.
Well, hello there.
So, a while back, I said that we'd be doing some music reviews in addition to the video game reviews that we do on this channel, and that's what we're going to do today. We're talking about the Canadian punk rock band PUP. They've released a couple of singles over the last few months, or maybe it's only been a month. I don't really have a good sense of time for some reason. But those are to promote their upcoming EP. I want to go over the 3 tracks that they released and kind of give those a review before we dive into when the actual EP releases. So let's take a look at that today. So PUP's been around since about 2010. They're from Toronto, Canada. Around 2013, they signed with Royal Mountain Records and then signed with Side One Dummy Records.
They re-released their debut album in the United States on April 8th, 2014.
Then they've been, in my opinion, releasing hit after hit after hit. Every single one of their albums are albums that I've loved. Some, more than others. The more recent album, Morbid Stuff, was a solid record. I liked it, but I didn't like it as much as their older content. The self-titled album and the other album that escapes me right now, The Dream Is Over. Those 2 albums are definitely my favorite. Morbid Stuff there were a lot of songs that I liked on there, but there were a couple bad apples in my opinion. Nothing awful or that I completely hated, just, didn't really jive with me as much. Oh, hey puppy. Okay, so let's get into what they've been doing recently with these 3 new tracks. So the first one is called Rot. It reminds me a lot of their earlier work, like songs like Reservoir or Old Wounds, but with a super hooky chorus. It's really catchy. So it's got the grit and I don't know, noisy kind of sound that they're known for the rest of that song, but then it goes right into this super hooky chorus that just catches you and gets stuck in your head all day. And then there's this little interlude that I love at the 1 minute and 40-second mark where everything just kind of breaks down and falls apart. I love stuff like that. It really shakes things up, gives a song good dynamic range where things don't sound too samey. And then after that, the track goes into this kind of H2O-esque bridge. H2O is an older hardcore punk rock band. If you're not familiar with them, go check them out. Overall, it's a solid track, but it kind of lacks the passion from the previously mentioned tracks, Old Wounds and Reservoir. Their old songs, they really hit you in the chest. The lyrics really get to you. They've released songs that legit made me cry, like Sleep in the Heat, the song about losing a pet, or losing your dog rather. Oh my god. So this song didn't really have that kind of effect on me. Rot didn't make me get in my feelings too much, but it's a solid track. The lyrics are a little more metaphorical and cryptic than what I'm used to. PUP is usually a very direct, they just say what they mean kind of thing. Don't get me wrong, we're not going into Bob Dylan or Radiohead territory here where they're basically reciting poetry, but it's a little more metaphorical and cryptic for what PUP usually does. But overall, like I said, it's still a solid track. I like it. All right, track 2, Anaphylaxis. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm pretty sure I am. This song hits hard from the start. The guitar evokes a prettier sounding version of the band A Wilhelm Scream. They're also an old punk band, much more fast paced, almost metal sounding. They have some crazy. Wilhelm Scream has some crazy metal riffs going on, but they're still a tried and true punk rock band. And that's what this song kind of reminds me of. It reminds me of other punk bands from the early Fat Records day. Fat Records, Fat Mike from NoFX, his record company where he signed Propagandhi and I'm trying to think here, the Flatliners, like all these amazing punk rock bands that we know and love today. So it reminds me of old Fat Record stuff. This is easily my favorite track of the three so far. It's so chaotic and energetic. I can't wait to be at a live PUP show with everyone in the crowd just going nuts to this song and singing along and jumping and getting hurt in the fucking mosh pit. I love the return to this more like literal songwriting, how they're just, laying it out there on the line. It really, I know it's called Anaphylaxis, but I feel like the song was written about a panic attack almost. Lyrics like, I started panicking and praying for death, and I took the medicine, it wasn't working, yeah, I needed something less delicate, really hit home for me. As someone who struggles with anxiety and panic, this was something that I could relate to. The song sounds like what a panic attack feels like, and although I've never gone into anaphylactic shock, I'd like to think this would be a good representation of the fear that could go along with something like that. I would imagine that you would be panicking, and, I feel like this song just conveys that really well. So far, this one is my favorite. Sorry if the camera jumps around a little bit while I'm doing this. I'm experimenting with different things. Like I said before, I'm a little new to YouTube, so I'm trying everything, okay? So we're at the last song here of the three that PUP has released so far, and this is an old Granddaddy song. They did a cover song called AM 180. It's a solid cover song. However, I would have liked to hear PUP put more of their own spin on it. It's basically the same as the original, save for like a brief pause in the guitar part somewhere in the middle of the song, and then it's very guitar heavy rather than synthesizer and stuff like that. But either way, I love the original song, so I love the PUP cover. It was kind of an awesome surprise to see that they even did this. I had just rediscovered this song and was jamming to it pretty recently, and then PUP dropped this cover of it, so it was perfect timing. But I don't really have much to say on this. It's a straightforward cover song. Like I said, it would have been cool if they put a little bit more of their own spin, or added a breakdown or a guitar solo, or something to make it different. But yeah, it's a cover song of AM 180 by Granddaddy. So that's pretty much it. So those are the three songs that PUP has released recently. I'm really excited for the EP to drop. I always love hearing more PUP songs. I love when they release new music, and they seem to do it often. What I'd really love to see is more original ideas for their music videos. Their music videos have always been fantastic. If you've never listened to PUP before, go check them out right now. And then the other bands that I mentioned, a Wilhelm Scream, No Effects, what did I just say? Granddaddy, the Flatliners, Propagandhi, Lagwagon. Go check out all those bands. Thanks for watching. Please click the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. That helps me out a lot. There's also a donate button in the description down below where you can see, you can help me continue to make videos, basically. This isn't my full-time job, so it'd be great if you guys can donate. If not, that's fine too. Find me on Twitter at Mike Ballinger X, on Twitch at ActionMike2077, and on Instagram as ActionMike2077. Well, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Thank you.